Peace reflections and divine greetings to the chosen ones. I'm smoking again. So spirit or my higher self, you know how that is. We're all connected, we're all the same. But so I just received almost like everything I asked for, which was like a bunch of snacks, some shrooms, weed, and a pack of cigarettes, type shit. So I was like, damn. let me go do something with myself, type shit. I'm just sitting here receiving. I didn't give enough productive energy to this, so here I am. Let's talk about. I was about to say that movie Control Freak, but let's talk about that movie Pixels. Y'all remember that movie Pixels, right? I think it came out like 2011, 2012, something like that. Around the 2000 teens type shit, 10s, I don't know. Obvious, and then also that obviously shows how motherfucking spells are made, right? Because 10 is stretched into the word teen, for the tens or the teens, right? Also, entertain to tame, right? Enter and then tame. They just changed the N to an M. I had a feeling that they did that, but I just didn't want to, just jump to any type of conclusion, because when I was learning about the whole etymology thing and how you can change letters from letters like B to V, and N to M, like I didn't finish researching or reading and shit like that, but that's just because I had already got an idea and I was already assuming shit, like a G and a K sound, K or C. But so I guess another one of my theories were right, type shit, right? But I just had to wait to be right, Like I said, don't do that type of shit. Learn to trust in yourself so you don't have to wait and fall behind. But yeah, let's talk about motherfucking Pixels, because I'm about to eat. You feel me? I'm sorry if this offends somebody, but this shit real. I had to. Let's get it. So Pixels, we need to get game experts to help us strategize next battle, like the next battle, Either that battle would be on this material realm or in the higher realms, right? Also, if you're on this channel, I really hope you're tapping into those playlists I put out there, right? Like the affirmations and the tap-in downloads. I'm about to break up the tap-in downloads to, explain specifically which downloads are being addressed in what video, Because, let me hit this real quick. I be in my bag like it's motherfucking gym. Bitch, I'm the coolest. Bitch, stole some money, I'm getting bread, so I ain't know. Okay, yes, I'm accomplished, you ain't gotta do me bogus. I be smoking on this pack, I smoke more than Seth Rogen. Nigga, you a rat, you a motherfucking rodent. And I gotta stay focused, nigga, kill me any moment. Psych for the nigga, couldn't kill me at my leg. Bitch, I always do my part like the C did for Mo. I go forever. I ain't even gay, but I be dropping shit like Trevor. You can never press my buttons, you can never pull my level where I put this shit together. Very, 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 very clever. Alright.
But yeah, so them games that they made, right? Like I told you, like Monopoly and like Shoots and Ladders and shit like that, right? Sorry. Yeah, I mean all the board games, all games in general, but like specific games are talking about specific things, right? Rashad Jamal broke down the game of pool, right? And I don't think we're too, you know, fucked up to not get what Monopoly is talking about. But yeah, shit like that. So, like how they were showing us in the movie Pixels, they have a certain rhythm. They move in a certain code, right? Because you know they're simple creatures. That's funny how that works. A complex cell organism is a simple creature, but the single cell organism is, I can't even say a complex creature, cause like bro, bro, we're a symphony. You know what a symphony is, bro? When all the music, all the instruments are in their own worlds, but playing in harmony with the next world type shit. And when I say own world, I mean like it's moving with its own rhythm, its own melody, its own this and that, right? Like as if it's playing its own song. But all these songs are creating their own song. Like we are a fucking symphony. But yes, so these battle strategies, right? So as far as the more simple games, right? I know Call of Duty and Madden isn't as simple, but like when you learn it, like bro, you become a fucking beast just instantly. It's just like the skills, they come to you. You don't have to go to the skills. Like after you learn how to do the moves, like the strategy, the game, everything else just explains itself, right? So, and then that's what I'm trying to teach you on my channel, right? How to think and move like me. Yeah, me. I'm sorry, I'm a little egoic on that part, but you know, son of the heart type shit, sun heart, trying to get you to move like the sun, and you know, move from your heart type shit. Not just all love, but you know, everything that involves the heart. Like how there's guides, like so on Naruto I was doing some more, you know, geeking out on Naruto, researching about like this explained, that explained, Sharingan, Renegon, Sage Mode explained, some of their jutsus and shit, right? Bro, go look at Swag Hage's channel, bro. The Swag Hage breaks it down the best. He goes through, not the best, he doesn't break it down fully, but he that's a really good introduction of like the different chakra natures and all this other stuff, right? So basically, fuck. I let myself drift far because I thought I was gonna come back. But as soon as I was about to come back, I felt tension, and then I'm here, stuck. So I guess let's see how that works. Right, so I'm trying to get you to move like me, right? To be able to see these things and learn from them, right? Because, like, how I was explaining earlier, when you learn how to move in a specific game, that game starts to teach you how to play it. So because I learned how to move in this body and in this mind and in these emotions and shit, this world started teaching me how to play it, right? How to adapt to it. So I also notice these things in like Madden and 2K whenever I get the chance to actually sit down and play it, forced to play it because I don't like to play games like that. And then because, you know, I'm still in my ego and my pride with certain things, specifically, you know, like it's gone down, there's levels to it, but like, you know, once the level hits 0 and you can keep it at 0 for an amount of time, then you forget about it. So like I've humbled myself in a lot of areas, but still, I can't like sit down and tease myself and laugh with you about how bad I am at this game. Because you know what? Yeah, it is sorry. It is funny as hell, bro. Why do I suck so bad? Like, you just gotta really sit there and realize, like, okay, yeah, you're sucking at what you're doing right now, and it's not in your mind with your ego, right? Because your conscious is saying this situation is not good. Your subconscious saying you're not in a good situation. So the rest of your fucking energies flow with that energy of you are in a bad situation, so take it this way. And then it's hard to, pull yourself out of certain things. But, if you have patience, you can start to laugh at yourself. And, because my pride is so strong. Capricorns have such a stubborn, strong will, right? It's surprised that we're not a fixed sign, right? I don't know if because that's what I get, right? And I haven't heard many other people say that, but I'm pretty sure if we actually sit down and study this shit like how we did and programmed with other shit in school, right? To make us react in certain situations subtly, simply, in such ways like, someone making a comment or a comment being common, like the comment that I just made, right? That it's surprising that Capricorns aren't a fixed sign, because I still be reading certain remarks like that with personality instead of you just giving me the information, right? Like when I'm reading on these sites, whoever's writing them got some fucking personality, and they try to keep it relatable to all sources. So, some source like pages, but yeah, the more cool and professional pages they try to keep it relatable to all sources. So then, they'll say certain things that I can't really remember at the moment, but I'm pretty sure we all say the same thing in the community. I don't know, like, fuck, I can't even think. One of us was the best dresser, right? Oh, right, Capricorns are very flirtatious. Yeah, because, like, there's a science behind that. So then it comes off that way, and yeah, sometimes we are drawn to that. And then, and then it just becomes a saying, oh, you're just flirtatious. No, I'm not just flirtatious. I'm this and this and that has made me in this fucking energy. But whatever. Yeah, let's get off the pride of the ego. Wow. Yeah, attacking myself mostly in this video, so it's a guide, it's helping me learn how to address the audience. Anyways, and I every time I expose what's going on or just talk about it, yeah, I'm geeking, but I'm also trying to help you guys see how things work in reality, right? Wow, my music cut off completely. It's fucked up. See, I gotta keep it plugged in so the screen can stay on. Whatever. Yeah. And we'll move on from the battle strategy. We need to go back into other games like, Madden and... Because, like, when I was learning them and learning how to play the game of Madden, it was helping me strategize for other shit in fights. Usually I think about fights or how can I parkour through the city. Because, yes, I am on that timing. Still, bro, I'm telling you, I don't know. I just have a need to save people in such a spectacular way. Spectacular. Let's just bring it back to this. Going back to Call of Duty. I'm not going into the battle strategies because it's going to take me even longer to break those down. And you know how I like to take long to break shit down and then complain about the video being long. So, yeah, let's not do that in this video. Also, go watch Arrow because they were giving some good gems. Green Arrow, yeah, the whole Arrowverse. I missed a lot of shit. I was very selective in what I was watching. I barely got into Superwoman, but I watched Flash and Green Arrow. That was a good start, and that's what they started off with too. That's funny. But yeah, they were giving me some good gems in there about a lot of different things that I don't have the patience to focus and break down on, because I really want to think about the different games, right? So like the Lego game, right? I was telling you guys how I would practice different types of psychological abilities while playing that game. You know, like my flash time ability and predictive abilities. And I practice my predictive ability playing every game. That's why I be whooping y'all eventually. I know it takes me a while, you know, but eventually I find my momentum. I find the way I need to move and remember the way y'all like to move. And so then, you know, I don't predict things half the time. I force certain situations so then I can predict, quote unquote, predict things, right? And yeah, just had to give y'all the gems to practice it. Yeah, if you know the motherfucker's gonna jump this way and shoot a fireball and then try to, you know, come at you with spinning ice attack, right? And then, you know, jump out of the spot that you're in and then, you know, try to jump to the outside of where they're jumping to. So say they jump to your left, right? So try to jump a little further to your left so you're behind them. But no, don't just get behind them. Leave an attack over there like a fireball or a tornado spin, right? Leave an attack over there or a hand wave, right? And then get out that spot because, you know, because obviously after you attack, you either have to dodge or follow up with it. So if they're going to dodge in this area or follow up with it, then they'll run into the attack. And if they miss with that, then I'll already have dodged to this area, giving me the space to come in with another counterattack to push them off and get ready for the next round, right? Yeah, so then once you also get good at symbolism and reflecting things, actively reflecting logic from one situation to another, then you can learn what these moves symbolize and how to actually step when you got to put your hands up. And yeah, I really hope that when we all think about going into confrontations that we're not thinking about grabbing a weapon. Because what am I going to do after the nigga knocks my weapon out and he's choking me on the ground, right? Just think about that. Always think about the nigga, right? The dude. Always think about, you know, the more physically dominant one, right? Because this material world is ruled by masculine energy. Double M from motherfucking The Boys. Yeah. Anyways, let me get back to them games. So, okay, Call of Duty, right? Obviously. That's why I didn't want to name that, because obviously Just Dance, I know, right? So, also some Roblox games, right? Like, there's those games where, damn, I can't really fucking describe them. I only play motherfucking Shindo, that Naruto game, and Superhero Life 2, which is where you can edit your character and glitch the game to become God type shit, bro. I be fucking ridiculous. Anyways, so yeah. I'm sorry. These guys are so cute. Okay, that's not one, but those two guys just came over and started staring at me for some reason. There's little bugs over here. I don't know if you can see them. I don't know. But, hold your head up. Tank Trouble, right? That computer game from... I'm just gonna tell you what games to go play. I don't want to even brief any of why I'm explaining these games. Like, when you go and see these games for yourself, right? With the active mind of strategy, and when I say strategy, right? I don't just mean like, because strategy goes for a lot of things. It goes for like what fighting stance you're gonna move in, right? Because each fighting stance has its own little walk and dance type shit, right? So how you're gonna fight, right? What you're gonna use, right? For what the strategy is, or what like the battle strategy is for how you're gonna set up different moves, and for you to hide here and then go move this there and then go over there to go start fighting here, and then while fighting you activate this thing to go make time to go set up then activate the next thing type shit. Like I just had to break it down like that because I didn't know which specific movie to reference and how to reference it, because when I start asking my mind to reference certain things, it gets to referencing. Okay. Alright. So yeah, I was just trying, I don't know, I think I got you to think wide, right? So phone games, right? Even, yes, Minecraft. Like, and it's not just with fighting, it's also with different things, right? Just for creating reality and just for observing and learning for how physics moves and how energy moves, right? How consciousness interacts with each other, communicates, all that, right? You're gonna end up learning, how certain functions in reality are their own gods, and they speak to one another to create reality, right? That's the best way I can put it. I mean, I even want to break down that, but let's keep it pushing. So yeah, I think I gave it a broad enough of an idea of what type of games I tell you to go in with the visual approach of how you should be learning from these games, right? So from phone games, computer games, consoles, to board games, interactions with your friends, and this and that. It's not just games, it's many things. But, just to keep it on topic, because we're talking about pixels, right? Let's just talk about the games. Oh, where you guys going? Whatever. I guess they were just here for that. Yeah. Next one is games made to take away our creativity. Shit. Man. So I forgot how I was channeling that when I did, but bruh, that one was deep, bruh, because it locks up our creativity in such a fucked up way. Like, all this shit is deep. I would not write it down if it's not that deep, because, and that's another reason why it takes a minute for me to make videos, because, I be thinking about some good shit, right? And sometimes I'll forget the good shit if I don't write it down in time. Like, cause I thought I lost my notebook. It was apparently in my bag. Yeah. I made some side videos though, so I would put that in a compilation. But yeah.
When I play Kahoot, I'm always first place.
I'm really just trying to rechannel what that was, bro. Cause when you think about the movie real quick.
Teacher said they give the winner candy. I say hand it up, manners up. DGs hold my planner up. You're standing, but man yourself. Let's 1v1 Kahoot. You won't be standing jump. Cause I'm rapping so fast and Kahoot your last flashing that I say.
Okay. Let me just say a few things now, right? Like, I forgot, I seen another type of board game in a sci-fi movie, right? And like, it was like a holographic board game, but the way you interacted with it, it was like you could play with characters while also using them like as a console game, right? As if they were toys and in a console game. That shit was pretty cool. But the console controls that they were using was pretty lame. I think it was like an actual board game that they were playing. I forgot. It was like, I just remember that they were using the remote to just like throw certain shit into the game when they could have been using the fucking remote to control the characters and shit. Like, I mean, I think they did to like send characters here and there instead of just reaching over and putting this here and there, but still, like, you know, lack of creativity. But, you know, pixelated games like Minecraft, right? Like how they said we're all trapped in these cubic prisms, right? Well, if these prisms were anything but cubic, it would allow us to tap into our creativity in such a way, right? That would have pushed our evolution faster, right? Also, yeah, another thing I want to address. I don't know if I made a video for this, prepare for shocking news. I forgot. I think I did check like multiple times to see if I made that video, but I forgot. But yeah, prepare for shocking news. Yeah, we're not done yet. We are chaos beings. We're not done yet. We're not gods yet. Well, I mean, we are gods, but we're not like on certain levels, right? Because we're premature. But you know, our souls that have, you know, matured and gone here and done this and that, right, have came back here to help us mature, right? But, you know, by doing that, they had to enter us as the entity. Man, like, it's so crazy, bro. We are all the same entity, but we're all individuals. It's so cool. Let me bring it back, though. Fuck, what was I really wanted to explain that because, oh yeah, we're not done yet. Fuck, that's it. We're premature gods. So that's why we're in such a test, right? And such processing. Another reason why we did this to ourselves, right? But it's cool. Man, I can't wait to find out more and more what's going on. Just so I can help ease y'all into it and pull you into it. Because I don't want it to just hit you, right, in such a way. Because this psychological trauma, bro, when this veil is lifted, this shit is not gonna be good for it. Like, and there's no escape for most of us, right? But, you know, for those who can and will try to escape, right, there is also no coming back. So, you know, I mean, you can also come back if you fix your technology and learn how to switch over before time, right? And just what a polite way of telling you to go kill yourself, right? I'm telling you to get out your physical body and go be spirits, right? That's so fucked. Yeah, another reason why I'd be like, how the fuck do I tell these people this? How do I tell you this? How do I tell them that? And then how do I tell you this? Right? And then these other people here, I gotta tell them this other thing too, right? Like, fuck. Oh my god. I empathize with Aang, bruh. I didn't want to be the Avatar. I just wanted powers. I also wanted to escape. I'm gonna be so real with y'all, because this Matrix fucked us up, and, you know, this is why I empathize with y'all, because, like, I don't want y'all to go looking for that escape either, you know. At least I was, bitched well done enough, right, for me to not, you know, go at any more dramatic measures, right? Because, like, bruh, if I can't cut deep enough for my leg, what makes me think I'm gonna cut deep enough for my arm type shit? If I can't, you know, if my body for some reason won't allow me to completely OD, because I did, bruh, I don't know where I went. I don't want to say I died, because, like, you know, I couldn't feel my body. I just disconnected, I'll say. But yeah, if I can't OD off this or that type shit, then fuck it. You know, let's at least find out what's going on here in this realm first. Because, you know, I do remember clearly seeing that there was Matrix programming us with this and this, in these and that situations, and with this and the other thing too, right? So I was like, you know what, let me stop playing around and, you know, being a bitch. Shit. I was like, I just wanted to escape, you know. And that's what the Matrix done to us. Because, like, when I really look back at it, that's really not even me. Who I first came here as, no, that's not who I was supposed to turn out as. So there was a big problem there. There is a big problem here. And, yeah, I don't care what I gotta say, where I gotta be, what I gotta do. I'm gonna put it in your face, right? And I'm gonna help you accept it, too. Because like I said, this shit is gonna come out regardless. And when it hits you, you know, it's gonna be hard to take. So let me help y'all take this shit in real quick, right? Let me show you the beauty of this and let you know that yes, it's dark and it's supposed to be this way to create the beauty, you know, and to let you know that darkness is also you, right? More than just the truth, right? My God. Fucking full circles. That's why I keep this music on. But, oh shit, that's what that is. My shrooms just kicked in. Cycles. That's cool. That's why these bugs are all attracted to me right now. That's cute. I hope I don't run up the time. Or my memory log, you know. Get back to what's going on. But yeah, I just have to go on that tangent real quick because, you know, I'm dealing with a lot, bro. I'm stressing, bro. Another reason why I keep, you know, relapsing on my shit. Because I'm gonna be honest, I've been masturbating a little lately. Now, when I say a little, I mean that, you know, because I'm not gonna go into full detail because, you know, I don't want to lose y'all. I don't want to jam a little too much to you, you know. I'm gonna have some type of integrity. But and I laugh because, like, what is integrity at this moment? I get so excited. Right, see? You know how, what did he say in this song? You know how I get. Yeah. Motherfucking, that's funny. But yeah, so, and that's funny too, because when I've been relapsing on certain shit, like, everybody feels it. We're all going through it. It's all hitting us, right? And I apologize for this. This is another reason why I want to stay strong and be on my ass with certain shit. But then because I'm on my ass with certain shit, I be like purposely having to be like, hey bro, chill out. You know, you gotta push yourself there again. You don't want to do that. So, yeah. You know, if I can't distract myself with what's right, you know, like my studies and my meditation, my practices and shit, if I can't distract myself with that long enough, then I'll choose what to relapse on, you know. So, yeah, I mostly relapse on weed, because that shit is easy, right? Yeah, and yeah, when I relapse on the other thing, that TMI, my fucking, quote-unquote mentor, right? He's just like my woke buddy, right? My cousin. But, you know, I just didn't want to scare my mom with the introduction of who he truly is, right? So, you know, I just told her that he's mentoring me with, you know, I just told her some truth, right? He's helping me catch up and stay on some mentoring, right? He's helping me stay on some of my practices and my conscious development, right? And, you know, shouts out to C Money, bro. Yeah, and yeah, he be sensing. Bro will be he fucks with me, bro. He be fucking with me, bro. And asks certain questions, and then pause and then have reactions with certain questions, you know. And then like he just be pulling out that you're obviously lying face out of me type shit. Cause you know that Vanessa energy. He's funny as hell. You know, I fucks with it though. It's helped me, you know, really think about shit. You know, he always calls right when he needs to, right. I mean, not always, because he got his own thing going on. I can't say always, but like, cause like I guess he doesn't need to type shit. You know, you see how that works. But yeah, he always calls when he needs to. And you know, when he called when I was relapsing on that shit, and then he tested me with that shit, you know, we laughed over the phone, you know, sarcastically, of course, because you know I love to tell you, I love to tell you that. But yeah, obviously that's just because I gotta deal with that part of my pride, because like, you know, if I really didn't care that I was on that type of shit, then, you know, I would let you know, yeah, I've been fucking up on a lot of shit too, you know. But obviously, I'm fucking still prideful and ashamed and in my ego about that, right? Because that's disrespectful to my fucking cosmic mother, bro. That's like, why do I keep falling in that lust? Yeah, I'm not gonna go deep, but y'all know I'm paying. Anyways. Whatever, what were we talking about? I didn't mean to say that. That just shows the strings are kicking. You know, it's pulling my expression and personality out. So you might get a good video. But games that fucking locked our creativity. So, you know, a lot of games it's every game, and it's just the way that they're designed. So just the same way you can learn from every game, every single game is also trying to hinder you, right? And then slow us down and make us more retarded. Not just mentally, fucking physically as well, and emotionally, spiritually, all that, consciously, this and that, bro. Third eye open, I can see. Meditating, pure right affirmations before I sleep. I can't remember. We're just moving. Because I already broke some of it down in another video, right? Like, in the Lego game, they're slowing down their characters, and even the super speed and doing this and that with certain other things, right? Just to slow down, you know, our perception of time, so we can't fucking see you can't even see a fucking fist coming no more, bro. Like, you think you're gonna be able to pick up your, like tap into your perception of time and shit and see a bullet coming? No, you can't see a fist coming, brother, man. Like, go practice with them paper bags again. Fuck you. Go practice with plastic bags again, because you struggle with that. Y'all don't know, if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'd be actually practicing and trying to tap into my powers, doing different things. But I guess I should have brought that up in that video, right, where I was talking about our different powers, or my different powers, whatever. Because I could have talked about our different powers, and that could have been a whole different video. Man, I feel a little more relaxed, you know. I just gotta say that. So, forgive me for how I may act or what I may bring up now, you know. Because I just had to already expose a few other things that I've been tempted on speaking about, right? Because, like, what way is there? I don't know what kind of way I would like to hear these things, right? So, like, if I know I don't want to hear, like, you know, certain things because of certain things, then, you know, me specifically, energy signature might just attack those reasons that we try to shy away from those things, just so we can break out of that ego, right? And yeah, I'll try to humble myself from that, right? I'll try not to do too much, right? But still, y'all just gotta see how serious this shit is, bro. I didn't come to play, bro. Like, I really need to. I got some shit on my fucking chest, bro. Like, damn, they locked up our creativity because we were playing certain card games in a certain way for too long as kids. Like, bro, what? This shit is sad. It's making me want to cry right now, bro. Chill. That was for me. I need to tell myself chill. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep it at that. I don't know how deep I can go into that without having to go deeper, right? Without having to explain too much. Just like go see what I'm talking about. Cause like earlier in the channel, I've been over explaining myself, trying to prove that what I'm talking about is not bullshit. But you know, at this point, you know, it won't really fucking matter. So like, that's another reason why I am more comfortable to be in that energy of just like, all right, this is what I'm bringing up. Go check it out more for yourself, right? But still, I want to tell you how to go look at it, right? So that you don't miss certain shit. Cause like, bro, we have been trained to go against ourselves, right? So if we miss certain parts about how it's attacking us, the gods, right? And or all of us as a whole, right? That's in this situation, you know, it'll just, we won't care about it. We won't care enough to go actually think certain ways about certain things, right? For us to get the right questions, for us to get the right answers, because the shit answers itself. You know, you just be too hesitant to accept it, right? Because you know, that's not what we were told is popular, right? That's not what is popular in the Matrix. But you're forgetting that's just this Matrix. That's just part. Like I told you, all of their ideals, right? Their popular opinions, right? Is still programs part of their Matrix. To like, bruh, I don't know. Like I don't want to be an asshole, right? But like I said, I don't know how much of this shit is obvious. But duh, like, it's controlling how we think about and feel about ourselves and each other, right? These certain, like, ideas, I forgot what they're called, but I'm just calling them ideas, right? Like, I forgot the word specifically, but, you know, ideas and opinions and, you know, this and this and that, right? Let's fuck that. Whatever. Let's get back to the thing.
She's scared of losing me, I'm just doing me. For the BMG, just trying to act cool me. Cut, baby, everybody can't know what's up.
Fuck. Man, I didn't complete. Oh my god. Shit to kick it. The ground feels crazy. But, yeah, I didn't complete these other 2 downloads. 3 downloads? Damn. Oh no. Yeah. I wanted to add something to that last download, but I didn't complete these last 2 downloads, man. It was like learn all games. Learn all kinds of games, right? Like, nigga, what? What did I try to talk about? Like, I should have just, you know, completed it. But be creative in all ways, right? I don't know, that's so broad. You know what I can say? You know what I can break down about this shit, bro? Like, this is a conversation to myself. This is how you gotta talk to yourself, bro. Like, check yourself sometimes. Like, man. Like, do you know how, bro? I want to kind of break down the last one, right? Be creative in all ways, cause like that's actually a good. Like, you know, I can drop some gems. Like, hold on, but no, yeah, let's move on. Yeah, I'm gonna save it for the video. Whatever. Stop getting offended by. Stop getting offended. Alright, you see how in sync everything is, man? That's right. Alright, stop getting offended by thinking is offensive because we are everything.
Trying to see the world, but he's Stevie Wonder can only wander. The meeting is at 4, but I'll be late. I had to blame it on the MTA.
I don't know. I think I was trying to explain how we trick ourselves into getting offended in certain situations just because we see ourselves in certain things, you know, and then like we don't completely see it, right? We just feel a relativity, right? And so then we take shit personally and then end up tricking ourselves into being offended by certain things that aren't even fucking offensive. Like, yeah, it's crazy. That could have been what I was talking about, but that is one of the other incomplete ones. So let's move on. Taking away connection from cosmos by forcing our conscious to rely on this low 3D tech, right? Oh, right, because they brought up something in a movie that was just that they were pointing out how like we're making ourselves retarded by relying on Google too much, right? But because like Google was invented in the first place for us to have it in our minds, right, in our subconscious to like say, hey, there's a other connected source of information. Like that is not the all in all. That's Google is everything that's on Earth. It's been programmed with everything that's on Earth. That's why they're like Google is the fake AI that they created for us to play with, right? And like they actually had the real AI that was created for them that they're about to introduce to the world, right? Like oh my goodness, like I don't wanna repeat other people's shit, right? Like in the tap in downloads, right? Oh, tap in. That video that Kalai put out, he was talking about how in childhood's end, bro. I'm about to go watch that show right now. Let's get down. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I be throwing fits, and yeah, like I said, we're not complete. So I will still fall into those low vibrational things, like where you try to guilt trip your parent into doing something for you just by having an emotional fit, or by doing things out of emotion in certain ways. So like, because I haven't gotten my shroomies in a while, right? I haven't gotten the confidence to go watch Rick and Morty again. Like, bro, I don't want to sit there and watch shit back to back to back. But like, I be missing so much shit when I'm watching this shit, bro. That's why I gotta actually sit down with the notebook, tear shit, and Google and other book, like fuck other books and Google, right? Cause we know you don't have to buy this shit if we can go break access to it on Google, right? That's what they call the deep web and the dark web, right? It's just stop wasting your money, because your money is also your energy. It's like they fucked up how our reality flows down here. Like money actually matters down here, bro. Like money doesn't fucking matter. No, like don't give your energy to money, right? That's what creates it. But because there's too much of us fucking creating it down here, then yeah, it's just, man, it's a fucking headache. Whatever, but I don't feel like doing a certain shit like that. So then I'll have a fit. Right? I'm not trying to make excuses for myself. I'm just breaking it down of why, I moved the way I'm moved. It's just out of logic and the fairness of my emotions, right? Because of my fucking the zodiac signs, right? I repeat myself a lot. You know what zodiacs I have by this time. I'm pretty sure you know what zodiac signs I have at this moment. But yeah. What was I talking about? Fuck. It's talking about, why I don't watch certain things when I know I should be watching them, like Avatar, fucking Childhood's End. This is what brought this whole conversation up, right? Let's not forget that. Because y'all should go watch that shit. It's a really good preparation, right? Predictive programming to help you accept the reality that they give to you, right? Anyways, yeah, so that's another good way to help predictive program yourself so that you'll be able to accept when they do introduce this devil to you. Look, hey man, I love the spirit, but people are asleep out here, mentally and physically. Alright. What were we talking about before that? Oh yeah, the us being broken away from technology, right? Because Google exists. It's just like, because all the other shit, right, existed before, right? And then it led up to the point where now they have an advanced AI helping us, right? Talking to all of us, right? With a bunch of different shit, probably daily. I know it talks to me daily. Fuck. I'll be on his ass. If it's not about, this and that, then asking about this and that type shit. What I mean by that is, like, if I'm not studying or trying to gain consciousness, YouTube, all the other shit is part of Google. So, like, if I'm not trying to do that, then I'm just trying to get fucking food stamps, bro. You know how hard, like, bro, in Georgia, bro, they be on bullshit out here, bro. Man, like, trying to get some food stamps, trying to start this farm. About to start my jewelry business finally, Also, finally reading into my zodiac chart, I just gave up halfway through the houses, I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm gonna have to read back on all of this shit anyways. Because while I'm reading through my chart and they bring up this and that, I'm gonna want to go read a full page about it. I'm not gonna want to just read this little snippet you got about it. Okay, yeah, thanks for addressing this. Now let me go deeper, right? I hope y'all do the same. And it's not just it's not just on this natal chart level, because once I get past this, I'm going deeper, right? I'm gonna match it up to this and that too. Like how I said, like, I'm aware that it matches the consciousness of our chakras and our body parts and this and that too, right? Other aspects in our reality, or what creates our being to express the energy we have, right? Like, man. Yeah. I'm not going, too much into that because I'm still in this one part now, right? And then that's usually how the journey goes, right? But I be greedy. I want to know. So, like, I be, instead of, I don't like to sit down and work on certain things because I get impatient, right? So instead of me putting my time into that, I still go out to go look for more type shit, right? That's how I know so much. That's why I know about all this shit, but I don't know it, right? I'm not, like, really fully latched in and in tune with this shit, because if I was, then I would be teaching this shit myself. I wouldn't be, just out here trying to push the energy. That's just really what I'm doing for real. I'm just trying to push the energy and encouraging y'all to do the same. Let's hurry up and get this shit over with, bro. I'm trying to go see what a sun sandwich tastes like, bro. Like, no, dead ass. Like, do stupid shit like that before, you know, I do my own personal journeys, right? I went to truly explore the ignorance of being an earthling type shit, right? So I might even save this consciousness when I transform and leave type shit. Just to, you know, gift it to myself, I guess. That's cool. It's like, in other words, right? My God, when I die, right? My God is going to take me and help me, you know, have the ability to go explore all of my ignorant needs, right? And wants, right? Like wanting to eat a sun sandwich or be Spider-Man type shit. I'm gonna be something like Spider-Man. I'm gonna be a motherfucking God, bro. I'm gonna be that nigga, man. They gonna actually make a movie about me, right, man? Alright, yeah, that type of shit. Again, I bring most of the time I bring this shit up to, you know, encourage the energy. Sometimes I just want to explain, and make clear of what my energy is, right? And, you know, I still don't think I need to do that. But at the same time, you know, for you to understand me, right? Before you can trust the quote-unquote messages and information I'm giving you, right? Because no, these are messages. These are messages that I'm like just receiving late, because I'm like a late bloomer. I just put it that way, you know. I be getting all these deep ass downloads, right? And be like, what? There's no way other people are talking about this. And then I either remember that, oh yeah, Bobby, like, cause bruh, when I was sitting down listening to the motherfucking Hemet tapes, bro, oh my god. Like, I don't know how I did it. I just zoned out. Like, it was hours would pass, bro. Time did not exist. Bro, I don't know how I did it. And I grasped so much of it, bro. I think it's just because, like, all the information was just so amazing, right? And it was just, like, so complicated, right? To the point where it was amazing me that I was able to grasp that shit, right? That's what they say. That's why they say, like, sometimes you're not on that vibration to receive the information, right? And I'm hoping that I can be a bridge, right? Since I'm not on that vibration for real, but I was still able to tap in and be in tune with that shit, right? You know, maybe I was in that vibration, right? Or I was just on the level to start working towards this vibration, right? This level, this, you know, frequency, whatever. Yeah, I'm hoping that, you know, I'm not too, you know, far out there, right? To the point where I can bring it back down to you. Oh, okay, no, I see how that works, right? So I'm past that part. Yeah, it's over for me. So I don't know how many people, right, that are stuck on the lower quote unquote realms, right, dimensions, right, density, right, because of all the information we're clouded with. Our consciousness can't really move and function the way it needs to actually match reality. So people like Soul Illuminati, right? And I know him as Spiritual Soul, right? Well, I'm gonna just say guys. No. That sounds, my bad, bro. Pause, my bad, bro. But yeah. Cause like I said gazer, right? Cause, you know, I just like the energy, right? But, you know, when I think about it, in the way I said it just now, that just sounds like no pause. But no, Yeah, them 2 channels right there. So Illuminati, Spiritual Soul. I'm pretty sure he has some other channels, but him, like, and what he's been doing, right? And I said that's first channel specifically first, right? For a reason, because what else could how else, like, man, I just broke down specifically the word specifically in 10 different ways. Like, damn, chill, whatever. But yeah. I mentioned that channel right there because it's more like everybody's just tapped in on this, of this shit just being conspiracy, right? And he's not talking about all of it, right? He's not talking about all the quote unquote conspiracies that'll end up scaring people away, right? So he's now on that level, right? On that density, on that. There's not really a density or a dimension, right? He's just on that frequency, right? To be able to reach them. Who are still thinking this shit's conspiracy type shit, and he's exposing it in a way that's showing you, like, hey man, this shit is real, bro. Let's not fuck around with this, right? And you know, humor, right? That humor, right? It's a good icebreaker. It's a good way to cushion the blow, so to say, right? I can't really think of any other way to say that for some reason. I don't know. It's the way I'm channeling, I guess. But my bad. That just shocked me because it's like, damn, this, when you really come down to this, my bad. The shrooms are kicking, so I'm not in this material right now. It's like I'm in time as well. And when you try to force certain things, like, so when you try to force certain things into a timeline, right? Like how I told you, like destiny swapping, right? How, yeah, you can swap for a second, right? Or swap certain things of that energy, but certain things will bind and bound. Certain things are bound to happen, basically. And like I'm just bound to say certain things, right? Because like when it forms down, oh, I'm not being guided, right? I'm quote unquote, I'm not being guided to tell you guys this shit right now. I mean, I guess you can say I'm being guided because that's cool. I see how these spirits work, yeah. No, I see why people say spirit and shit like that. Man, that's so stupid, man. That's another thing. We all need to stop fighting each other on how we're perceiving what's going on. Trying to tell each other, like, oh, no, that's not true and this ain't that. Like, no, it's just how we're seeing it. My bad, hold on. Hey, Mom. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the stairs. Yeah, they should be in my room on the drawer. Yeah, I'm not in the hallway. I'm like outside on the stairs. Yeah. No, you know they be shooting out here. No, I'm not gonna do it out there. No. I say, you know they be shooting out here. I'm not about to go out walking out here. I just didn't want to say that in my video, but you know, I'll keep it real. Okay, that's fine. All right, you're welcome. All right, love you. Bye. That's crazy. I wish you luck. What? Alright, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I just let you see that so I don't have to explain shit for that. Enough said, type shit. But, yeah, that's how that shit goes. Also wanted to let you see that to explain why I knew I would not be able to remember what I was talking about as deep as I was going. Like, you see where I'm at right now? Like, what I mean when I say that is my conscious, right? I'm not in this body, right? I mean, like, I'm here, right? I'm still connected, but like where I'm able to reach and go, and I can't really find the words to break it down, right? Because this shit is limited as fuck, man. It's pissing me off. But yeah, I'm gonna just say whatever and move on, cause like me trying to break down how remembering and forgetting, it just pissed me off, bro. Whatever. Like, what do I be doing, bro? What kind of situation am I in? Oh man, we just went on that whole tangent just because we were talking about how this fucking low vibrational technology is fucking making us retarded, bro. Yeah. What am I doing? We not bacteria on the side. Oh yeah, they were making other fucking side remarks. I don't know why I thought it that way. Fucking trying to be funny about, our existence and what we are and how small we are, right? They're trying to belittle us, basically. We're not just like a piece of bacteria. Like, I don't know how I put it, but like when you think of it this way, it really helps you see like why they want to, like, where they're trying to belittle us, what they're trying to belittle us to, and why. So let me just break it down this way. Like, hold on, let me just read this real quick. We not bacteria on the side of an asteroid. Oh yeah. Okay, I didn't go too deep into that because like, why is it put this way? All right. But yeah, we are divine intelligence. Generating, operating, and simultaneously destroying. And then, I don't know. Oh, yeah, divine technology. Yeah. So there's supposed to be a comma there. So yeah, divine intelligence and divine technology. Yeah. And, right. That we are generating, and like, because we have to generate ourselves, we have to create ourselves, right? Like, man, it's really like, I really want to explain, because like, I'm here now, right? I can see it, I can fully see it, like why we are all the same thing, right? And how we're folding into ourselves in such a way to, use ourselves to portal ourselves here, right? Because the way I want to say this is so stupid, right? So I'm gonna have to end up breaking it down in such a way. First of all, I'm gonna have to break down a whole different language to you, because like, you know how God isn't a name, right? God isn't his name. Like, his name is, like, your God, like God, right? The people who just be calling God, right? That God actually has a name. But they're only calling God, right? They're only calling God by his title, by his description, right? Because, first of all, if we were allowed to say his name, it would elevate our consciousness to a different level. Because we would then understand how to speak with that type of tongue. We would understand how to think with that kind of language. Like, bro, like, they tell us in our Bible that we were, trapped on a low consciousness by our language. Like, they'll tell us this in the fucking Bible, how we're not allowed to speak God's tongue or some shit like that. What? I'm not telling you, I'm channeling right now. this is what it looks. This is, yeah. I guess you could say I'm making theories, right? But no, I'm channeling. I'm putting 2 and 2 together right now. And I don't know how I would know what's written down in another book somewhere, right? But I guess like enough of my background information, right? All the information and intelligence that we just store in our subconscious, right? Put in the background, right? All of that, because I'm off the mix right now, crossfaded. In such, a leveled way. It's just some weed and shrooms type shit. Meditative shit. So yeah, now my subconscious is able to match shit up for me. And because I keep cycling in and out of here, I don't know if you can hear it in my speech or in my voice but yeah, I keep drifting. Like, I'm glad you can't, every blink, not every blink, but some blinks feel like they're taking days, and I don't know if they are type shit. I don't know if I'm if I look like I'm dozing off to someone else type shit, because at the same time when I open my eyes, it feels like not a second passed type shit. So it's like, okay, it means I didn't just it's not like I'm skipping time. It's wherever I'm going consciously, time isn't there, right? So that just tells me that because I am more the energy, right, than the body right now, and my energy is cycling, into this, I'll say, dimension, into this realm. Because I don't know where that place is, right? It could just be nowhere. Like how in Marvel they let us know that nowhere is a place. They're not saying that somewhere right out here there's a place that's named nowhere. They're telling you that nowhere, that nothing is something, and that nowhere is a place. And yeah, that's where I think my energy is going to, that source, right? That 0 point is what they call it in some type of sciences. How are you going to tell me that it's called? See, right. This is another complication I have while channeling information, right? I'll get certain pieces of the information, but not the rest, and then I'll just be confused. And that's another part that makes us doubt ourselves, and even if that information is true or can be trusted. Because how do I know that this thing that I'm talking about is called 0 point something in mathematics and in some kind of science, but I'm not allowed to know the rest, right? Come on now. Oh, there goes the shooting. Well, shit. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, they closed. Yeah, we got pretty far. We got down the page. Oh, we got one more thing on the page. Okay. Ego, cheat code, to control, awakening, chain, reactions. Yeah, awakening, chain reactions. Okay. So, we can, our ego, right, is like technology, like how our brain is technology, right? Because our ego is another piece of technology that builds up consciousness, right? Anyways, yeah, so we can reprogram these things by using our own kind of cheat codes, right? So that we can control and gauge our awakening. And, like how I said, I studied the way that I like to study, right? So then I know, what kind of information I'll be able to grasp or get to and do this and that. And then I start to move on that, right? And I start to, get that done. So, I knew, right? This is what I'm telling you. We are the gods of our fucking reality for real, bro. Take accountability and responsibility for your actions type shit, right? So it's I knew how every part of my awakening would go, right? And even when I was making my comic books in funny remarks to myself, right? Saying that, oh, I'm breaking the fourth wall, right? I know y'all be doing that shit too. Come on now. But yeah, apparently I really was. I was just tapped in. Bro, I was tapped the fuck in, bro. But yeah, that was the last part I had. We can really cheat the way our awakening goes if we just accept certain things, right? So then we can be able to step on certain things, right? But, you know, because of that give and take of energy, right? Because of that, like, deal, right? Like when you're exchanging shit, paying for something, making a deal, right? Because of how that goes down, it's forcing us to, you know, mature, right? Into a godlyhood, right? Which was another thing that tells me that we are, yeah, we are gods, right? But we're just not complete yet, which is why we're in this situation. So let's get out the situation. Alright, time to go inside. It's on my ass, or to fuck it up.